Hello everyone, I am Vamik Khan, currently pursuing BLLB from Vivekanand College of Law, Aligarh. Currently, I am also legal intern at Lexis and Company Law Firm. There is a presentation. The name of presentation topic is recent development in the property rights of a daughter. So, historically, women are deprived of property rights in their families on account of the patriarchal system, where women were considered inferior and therefore were not given the same rights as men. The succession was governed by the doctrine of survivorship, where on the demise of a copper sinner, the share of the dead deceived was divided into the living copper sinners. A copper sinner is a legal institution and a smaller unit within the joint Hindu family consisting three generations of male descendants from a common male ancestor in the family. Women not being a part of this unit could not claim any right in the ancestral property. The discrimination continued until the legislature noticed these unequal and unfair property rights, which were arbitrary, complying with the constitutional mandate to provide equal rights to women. The legislature brought the Hindu Succession Act 1956. Under the act, an attempt was made to remove the gender gap that existed in the customary laws for ages. But Hindu Succession Act 1956 was also not immune from the patriarchal view. Again, the daughters did not get the same status as enjoyed by the sons on the property. A much awaited change was brought through a Progressive Amendment Act in 2005 in Section 6 of the Act. With this amendment, daughter also become corpus owner. Consequently, they acquire the birth rights in the ancestral property. Now the rights of sons were extended to daughters, which made both stands on the same pedestal. However, the substituted Section 6 brought some ambiguity. It gave birth to conflicting interpretation as to when a daughter becomes a corpus owner and from what date she can claim the right in the property. Conflicting opinions of the Apex Court. The amendment Section 6 states on and from 9 September 2005, the daughter of a corpus owner shall by birth become corpus owner. The words indicate that the application of this section is prospective, while the other expression used in Section 6 is the daughter of a corpus owner shall by birth become corpus owner. Birth being an antecedent event might have occurred before 9 September 2005. This created confusion as to on what date a daughter has rights in the ancestral property. Some issues arose from the divergent interpretation of Section 6 of that. The issues are as followed: whether Section 6 has a retrospective application or a prospective, whether a daughter becomes a corpus owner in her own right or through her father. First, the issues were considered in Prakash vs. Fulvati 2015. The division bench held that the effect of Section 6 is not retrospective, as the words on and from suggest otherwise, and the subsequent amendment cannot change the status of an already settled position unless expressly provided by the Act. In the absence of any such expression provision, it can safely be interfered that the share which has already been divested cannot be touched upon, and the effect of the legislature is prospective. The court in this case also laid down that the provision of the amendment apply prospectively to living daughters of giving corpus owners as of 9 September 2005, irrespective when such daughters are born. This simply means that if the father of the daughter died before 9 September 2005, then the daughter would have no claim on property as a corpus owner. Therefore, the father necessarily had to be alive when the act was amended. The daughter of a corpus owner means a living daughter of a living corpus owner. Once the father dies, then a national partition takes place and this undivided interest is crystallized. The conclusion of this judgment is an excellent development in the direction of achieving gender equality. The bench interpreted the law to complete the object of that. Although the decision takes the country a step forward towards gender justice, there is still a long ways to achieve equal property rights on the grassroots level. Bringing a behavioral change and societal acceptance will play a bigger role, so the daughters get their legitimate rights without knocking the door of the court. Therefore, what all the needs to change is the patriarchal mindset which has made a tight grip on society. So this is not for any promotion, but this is only for education. So thank you and have a nice day.